I've got a spreadsheet here. 38 appliance repair technicians across the US. One question: what washing machine do you personally own? And here's the thing that stopped me cold: not one super premium high-tech brand. Not many of those fancy smart washers with touchscreens and Wi-Fi that tells your phone when your socks are done. 38 professionals who fix washing machines for a living, and they're all buying the same boring stuff. What are they buying? That's what we're covering today. And if you're about to spend $700 or more on a new washer, this list should make you uncomfortable about what you're probably planning to get. Most washing machine reviews come from people who test a machine for maybe a week, run some cycles with test strips, then write up how quiet it was. They never see the machine at 2,000 cycles when the control board starts throwing random error codes. They never deal with the $450 repair bill when bearings go out at year 3. Technicians deal with that every single day. So I reached out and asked a simple question: what washer do you personally own and why? The patterns were kind of wild, but these 7 washers kept showing up. Not because they're fancy, but because they're the opposite of what shows up in the shop with $400 surprise bills. Secure links are in the description. Let's dive in. Number 7. Speed Queen TC5 Top-Load Washer. The washer that made technicians laugh when I brought it up, then admit they own one. The Speed Queen TC5, the classic agitator model that looks like something from 1985. Now, this model isn't exactly cheap for a top loader with basically no features, but Speed Queen built commercial laundromat equipment, the machines in apartment buildings that run 8 cycles a day for 15 years. The TC5 uses the same platform, same parts, same engineering. Yale Appliance tracked service rates and found Speed Queen at around 3.6% first-year failures. That's roughly 1 in 25 machines needing any repair. Most brands run way higher. The agitator actually rotates like old machines did. Real agitation, not gentle wobbling. The machine weighs around 190 pounds. Most competitors weigh 135 to 150. That extra weight is steel where other brands use plastic. Trade-off is the 3.2 cubic foot capacity, which is smaller than modern giants. But that smaller drum with real agitation cleans more laundry per hour because each load finishes in 30 minutes instead of an hour and a half. Warranty goes up to 5 years full coverage. Most brands give you 1 year. Speed Queen gives you 5 because they know it's not coming back. Next dish. Number 6. Samsung Super Speed Wash High Efficiency Washer. The guys I spoke to told me that Samsung was a controversial pick among technicians a while back, but the machines themselves have actually gotten pretty good in the past few years. This particular model has a 20-year warranty on the digital inverter motor, which is the longest motor warranty in the industry by a significant margin. The Super Speed Wash cycle does a full load in 28 minutes, which isn't marketing nonsense, it actually works. They use increased spin speeds and extra water jets to cut the time down without sacrificing cleaning performance. Steam sanitize, self-clean reminders, Wi-Fi connectivity if you're into that. All the modern features you'd expect. So why the controversy? It's the service network. Samsung had a reputation for not having its own technicians like LG and GE do, that they contract everything out to third parties. Technicians will tell you stories about waiting 6 weeks for a control board while the customer's laundry piles up. Now, that said, things have improved in the last couple of years, and if you buy from Lowe's specifically, you can get their extended protection plan, which uses Lowe's own service network instead of Samsung's, and that changes the equation significantly. So my advice is, if you're buying this washer, budget an extra $100 for the Lowe's protection plan and you'll be fine. The machine itself is genuinely solid. Let's continue. Number 5. Electrolux ELFW 7637AT Front Load Washer. Electrolux doesn't get talked about much in these videos because they're kind of the forgotten middle child of appliances, but this particular model has been the top-rated washer for multiple years running, and the cleaning performance data backs it up. The Smart Boost system pre-mixes your detergent with water before the cycle even starts, which sounds like marketing fluff, except it actually improves stain removal significantly in lab tests, like measurably better than competitors at the same price. There's a pure rinse option that bypasses the dispenser entirely, so you get zero detergent residue on clothes, which is huge if anyone in your house has skin issues. The 15-minute fast wash actually works for small loads, unlike some other brands where the quick cycle is basically useless. Here's what technicians told me though. Electrolux parts can be slightly harder to source than LG or GE in some areas, so check with a local repair shop before you buy to make sure they service the brand. Not a deal breaker, but worth knowing. Reversible door is a nice touch for different laundry room setups too. Number 4. GE UltraFresh Vent System Stackable Front Load Washer. If you've ever owned a front loader that got musty and gross no matter how much you cleaned it or left the door open, GE basically engineered this entire machine around solving that one problem. The UltraFresh vent system has a fan that actually runs after your cycle finishes. It rotates the drum and actively dries out the interior for up to 8 hours, which sounds excessive until you realize that's exactly what it takes to prevent mold in a sealed front-load drum. There's Microban antimicrobial coating built into the gasket and dispenser and drain system, like it's everywhere that moisture collects. The door is also reversible, which LG doesn't offer on their cheaper models, so you can configure it for your specific laundry room layout. GE's service network is probably the best in the country too. They support their products directly rather than farming it out to random third-party repair people, which matters a lot when something eventually goes wrong in year 4 or 5. The 4.8 cubic foot capacity is slightly bigger than the LG models, and it's got Wi-Fi if you care about that, but the real selling point here is just not having to deal with front loader smell ever again. On to the next one. Number 3. Whirlpool Top Load with 2-in-1 Removable Agitator. Something genuinely innovative from a company that usually plays it safe. The agitator pole lifts right out of the drum. Squeeze the handle, pop it out, and you have an impeller washer with more space for bulky items. Pop it back in for aggressive cleaning on heavily soiled stuff. Built on Whirlpool's proven platform, they've been making appliances for over a century. Direct drive motor eliminates belts, which eliminates belt replacements. Parts availability is excellent because Whirlpool sells so many units. If something fails, you can get parts delivered next day. Some brands have you waiting 3 weeks for proprietary components. The What to Wash, How to Wash control system helps people who don't want to think about cycle settings. For households where multiple people do laundry with different skill levels, this prevents disasters. Load and Go dispensers on higher models let you add detergent monthly instead of measuring every load. Some technicians like the convenience, others see it as one more thing to fail. Machine works fine without it. Next dish. Number 2. Maytag High-Efficiency Front-Load Washer with Steam Cycle. Maytag is owned by Whirlpool now, which some people don't realize, but they've still kept the Built Tough identity separate, and honestly, the front loaders have held up pretty well in the reliability data. Not LG-level numbers, but solidly average, which sounds like an insult, but it's not when you consider how many brands are below average. The MHW5630HC has this extra power button that I thought was gimmicky marketing until I actually looked into what it does. It runs a dual temperature wash where it hits stains with both hot and cold water in the same cycle. Because some stains dissolve better in hot and some dissolve better in cold, and that's actually clever engineering, not just a button they added to justify a price increase. There's a 10-year limited parts warranty on the direct drive motor and the stainless steel wash basket, which is the same warranty structure you see on their commercial machines. And Maytag keeps talking about commercial technology in their marketing, which used to be pure fluff, but they genuinely do use beefier components than the base Whirlpool models now. The 12-hour fresh spin thing is useful if you're the kind of person who starts a load and then completely forgets about it for 6 hours. It just tumbles periodically so your clothes don't come out smelling like mildew. Steam cycle for sanitizing, internal heater to boost water temperature for stubborn stains, and you can pause mid-cycle to throw in that one sock you found under the bed. Nothing revolutionary, but it's a reliable workhorse from a brand that technicians actually stock parts for. Number 1. LG Front Load Washer with Inverter Direct Drive. You can have modern features without modern failures if you pick carefully. LG front loaders with the inverter direct drive motor are the proof. The direct drive attaches the motor straight to the drum. No belt to slip or break. No transmission to fail. LG backs these motors with a 10-year warranty, which they wouldn't offer if they were replacing them constantly. Common issues exist. Door boot seals can tear. Drain pump filters need cleaning. Some hall sensor problems after several years. But these are cheap repairs. A door boot seal runs maybe $100 to $150 with labor. Compare that to $800 bearing jobs on other front loaders. You get the direct drive and good capacity without paying for features that add complexity. The ThinQ app lets you run diagnostic codes through your phone if something goes wrong. That's actually useful. The fundamentals are rock solid with this device, which is exactly what technicians are after. Thumbs up, that's for sure. And there's our list. 7 washers out of dozens available, the only ones passing the test of people who actually know what breaks. These 7 share common traits: direct drive or proven motors, simple controls or well-tested electronics, parts availability, engineering focused on longevity rather than showroom impressions. If you've suspected modern appliances are designed to fail after warranty expires, technicians confirm your instincts. If you've been keeping an older, simpler washer running, technicians are doing the exact same thing. 38 professionals, not one fancy smart washer. Their choices reveal what marketing budgets hide. The appliance industry wants you believing complexity means progress. Technicians know complexity means profit for service companies, not for you. Share this with anyone buying a washer this year. Subscribe to push this to more people who need it before making expensive mistakes. Secure links are in the description too. I'll see you in the next one. Keep it valid.